Hello viewers, welcome to Info Gist TV. Now on entertainment news, breaking: Davido to pay Amidst a total sum of 2,129,937,500 naira. Wow, that's a huge sum. Worry Again concert has told the Delta High Court sitting in Eforun to ban Nigerian singer David Adeleke, more commonly called Davido, from attending any show or event until he refunds $94,500 and $18,000 paid to him. According to the full court documents obtained by our reporters, Brown Hill Company is controlled by Mr. Amaju Pinnick, a former president of the Nigerian Football Federation (NFF), and according to the court documents, it asked the court to give an order directing the defendants jointly and or severally to immediately refund the sum of $94,500 on 6th of April 2023 for the first defendant's performance at the 19th edition of the Worry Again event held on the 6th of October 2023 at Worry, Delta State. David Adeleke is listed as the first defendant, while Davido Music Worldwide Limited is listed as the second defendant, and an order directing the defendants jointly and severally to refund the claimant the sum of $18,000 paid by the claimant to charter and secure the private jet that was to personally convey the first defendant and his team to and fro Worry, Delta State for the 19th edition of Worry Again held on the 6th of October 2023. An order also directing the defendant jointly and or severally to tender a public apology on all the first defendant's social media accounts and handles and in 2 national daily newspapers for 4 consecutive days to the claimant and attendees of the 19th edition of the Worry Again event held on 6th of October 2023 at Worry, Delta State. The court document further said that an order of injunction restraining the first defendant from performing as a musical artist at any show or event in Nigeria until the defendants jointly and or severally refund the sum of $94,500 collected from the claimant on the 6th of April 2023 as payment for the first defendant's performance at the 19th edition of Worry Again held on the 6th of October 2023 in Worry, Delta State. Our reporters had on November 1st reported that the claimant, represented by Kelechi Onwebule, is demanding that the court gives Davido and his music company, Davido Music Worldwide Limited, 2 billion naira in general damages. The claimant is also requesting that the court award him 150 million naira in legal and professional fees, as well as 30 million naira in filing fees. In its statement of claim, the claimant stated that sometime in early 2023, Davido approached Pinnick when they met at the Abuja airport and asked to be engaged for the 19th edition of the Worry Again concert event to be held in October 6, 2023. We should also recall that there is a legal action against Afrobeat music Davido Adeleke, popularly known as Davido, accusing the artist of cyberbullying and defamations of character. Mr. Pinnick said Davido made incendiary posts against him on social media in October, and that since then his life and that of his immediate family have been in grave danger and threat of physical, bodily harm, injury, and attacks. The lawsuits followed altercations between the artist and Mr. Pinnick in October after the musician failed to show up for an event he was paid to perform. Also, an investigation by our reporters revealed how Davido's company signed a performance agreement with Browns Hill Events owned by Mr. Pinnick on 30th March 2023, and that the musician was to perform in Warri on October 6, 2023. The contract was also signed by the musician's agent, Soso Sobercon, indicating the singer would perform for at least 55 or 60 minutes at the event. Victor Mokocha endorsed the agreement for Brown Hill, while a certain Cecile Becker-Duramo signed as a witness. However, the 30-year-old musician was absent from the Warri event because he fixed another show in Australia on the same date, 6th of October. And after failing to attend the Warri show, Mr. Pinnick addressed and apologized to the event attendees in Warri, explaining to them that all contractual obligations and payments to secure the attendance of the artists were met, but he still failed to show up. And not too long after, Davido took to the social media handles of Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter to post several posts reacting to Mr. Pinnick. In one of his Instagram posts, Davido stated, in his words, "If I am returning any money, I will return it to any football charity organization. In fact, I will double it. Mr. Dream Crusher, imagine how many Nigerian footballers have had their dreams crushed because a person wants to leave for Ikoyi by force," he said, allegedly referring to Mr. Pinnick, who served as the president of NFF for 8 years. Also, in another post, the musician responded to a video saying the man that dropped from the RRO in Amuju Pinnick, he was NFF president for just 8 years. He was charged for allegedly misappropriating $8.5 million paid by FIFA to NFF. I won't mention allegations of unpaid allowances by players when he was the president. Let's play a game. Mr. Pinnick told a high court that these statements by Davido implied that the former NFF president is a thief and is only able to live in Ikoyi because he crushed the dreams of several Nigerian footballers. These defamatory publications and posts made by the artists, when accorded their ordinary meaning, portrays me as a person deficient in character and integrity, but also imbued with deceit, dishonesty, immoral, and fraudulent in the eyes of the right-thinking members of the society, he added. The former NFF president went on to say that due to the wide influence Davido has on social media, the singer has now subjected him to all forms of cyberbullying, stalking, and harassment since the defamatory and incendiary posts. Mr. Pinnick added that the singer posted the statement with the aim of lowering the esteem of his person in the eyes of ordinary persons and generally bringing him to ridicule, derision, and opprobrium. In a court document seen by one of the news reporters, Mr. Pinnick told the court that sometime in early 2023, Davido approached him to engage his service for the 19th edition of the Warri Again event that was held on 16th of October 2023, and that, according to Mr. Pinnick, he was hesitant to engage the service of Davido because the musician had disappointed him in 2014 and 2019 edition of Warri Again, where the singer didn't show up to perform after he had been paid for the event and he was compelled to make refunds thereafter. The FIFA council member said he believed the musician had turned into a new leaf, so he decided to give him another chance. Mr. Pinnick's company, Brown Hill Company Limited, entered into a performance agreement with the artist to perform as the headline artist of the 19th edition of Worry Again. And Mr. Pinnick told the court that his company expended homogeneous resources on print and social media adverts for the event, believing that Davido would headline the annual show. That unfortunately, to the utmost humiliation and detriment of myself and my company, according to Mr. Pinnick, the artist willfully failed and neglected and refused to show up and attend and perform at the 19th edition of Worry Again. Davido, who broke onto the scene in 2011, had said he communicated to the organizers months ago that he was not going to be available. The singer added that it's a shame they went ahead to continue promoting the show using his name. Mr. Pinnick told the court that this statement is entirely false, as Davido and his team never communicated or related such information to them. Mr. Pinnick also said that the singer did not even reply to a reminder letter sent to him on the 29th of September, a week before the concert, that instead the singer posted allegations that made him suffer and endured severe, irreparable reputational damages. That's his words. Against this background, Mr. Pinnick asked the court to compel Davido to publish on his personal social media handles and in two national dailies apology to him for 4 consecutive days about the libelous statements against him. He also wants the court to restrain Davido or any of his agents from writing any false, malicious, and unverified allegations against him. The court document shows that a federal high court has granted Mr. Pinnick an order to serve a writ of summons, statement of claim, and other accompanying processes, as well as the motion on notice for interlocutory injunction to the Afrobeat singer. The court also ordered Davido to refrain from further posting, making, and publishing any defamatory, derogatory, calumnious, and incendiary statements, story, allegations, and narratives about or against Mr. Pinnick, pending the hearing and determination of the motion on notice.